Hi, welcome to Mindful Meditoga with Kevin. Today I'm going to show you a quick 10-minute hip lower back release with one movement, one general movement that we're going to do. We're going to do different variations of it. It's the figure 8 pattern with our hips and our knees. So good. We're going to go in both directions, and then I'm going to level it up by adding one prop to it that will make it feel even better. I hope you enjoy. So the go-to move I do every single day, no matter what is happening, whether it's first thing in the morning, whether it's after work, after I've been sitting for a long time, or even on my feet all day walking. This is my go-to exercise. There's different variations of this, but essentially it's making figure 8 movements with your hips. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stand up tall, and we're going to eventually work our way down. You can bring your hands out if you want, or you can have your hands in front. And right now you're just going to close your eyes, and you're just going to imagine you're making a figure 8 motion with your hips in one direction. So down, forward, up, and around. So just imagine. And when you close your eyes, you really can feel it. You're not distracted by anything. Place your hands wherever they're comfortable right now. I just have them out front right now. And you're just going to go through this figure 8 motion, nice and slow. Kind of slower than you want to. Just really notice and get into the rhythm of this beautiful movement. Now, I want you to pause and go in the opposite direction. This can be challenging at first. Once you get used to it, it will get easier, but try to go in the opposite direction, nice and slow. Again, close your eyes and just feel this movement. Now you can connect your breath to this as well. I like to inhale through my nose and then exhale very slowly out my lips with pursed lips breathing. Pursed lip breathing is like you're blowing out a candle. Let's pause again, go in the opposite direction. So we're going to pause and go in the opposite direction a few times here, just to get the rhythm going in both directions. Connect with your breath. Good. Pause once again. Go in the opposite direction. So this is now the second time in both directions. Standing straight up. So we're going to vary our postures a little bit to get into a little bit of a deeper release in the hips and the lower back. Good. So come to standing now. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, just notice the energy. Notice the flow. Notice the release. It feels really good to do that movement. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, for the next variation, we're going to have our hands on our knees. We're going to get down a little bit lower this time. Again, I urge you to close your eyes. You can have a little bit of a wider stance. When you go lower, it's important to get a wider stance for your balance. And now we're really emphasizing going around, up, and down. You're going slower than you want to. You're going through the full range of motion here. And then you're going to connect your breath while you do it. Connect your breath. Good. Pause. Go in the opposite direction. You always choose your favorite direction first, so the second one will be a little more challenging. And once you get the rhythm of it, it just feels so good. Hands on your knees variation. And breathe. Nice deep breaths. Good. Pause once again. Go in that first direction that you've chosen. Good. Pause. Go in the opposite direction once again. Good. Come to standing. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, notice the changes. Notice how you feel. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, next variation is we're going to get down low, if your knees will allow for it. And we're just going to do these figure eights almost from a squat position. This one feels really good. You can keep your hands down on the ground. And you're just, again, going through the figure eight motion with your hips. Just imagining you're drawing that infinity symbol with your hips. And then pause, go in the opposite direction once again. Good. This one feels good. You don't have to go into a full squat here. Good. Pause. Go in the opposite direction again, the first direction. Go a little slower than you want to. Try to get full range. Good. Pause. Go in the opposite direction once again. Breathing in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Good. And then standing up, take another deep breath in. It feels really good. Just enjoy the feeling of these new sensations. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale. And then my last variation today, although there are more. We're going to lay on our backs. We're going to bring our hands just underneath our knees. And we're going to go into the figure eight motion from here, going in one direction. So we went from standing to hands on our knees to a squat to doing them on our backs. Go in the opposite direction now. This one can get a little tricky. Close your eyes and just notice that figure eight motion. Good. Pause once again. Go in that first direction that you've chosen. Make your circles now a little bit wider, a little bit deeper. Good. Go in the opposite direction. Breathe. And then on the next exhale, just bring the feet down to the ground, hands to the side. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, pause for a moment to notice the changes. Notice how you feel. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, bring your knees into your chest. You can roll onto one side, come into your squat, and then come up to your knees, and then come up to standing. Now there's one variation I'm going to show you. I like to use a yantra mat. I like to step on this, and then I like to go into my figure eights from here. I release any tension in the feet. So now I'm getting the bottom of my feet kind of massaged and relaxed. Feels kind of like you're stepping on spikes at first, but once you get through the first couple of breaths, it feels good going both directions. Feels really good to release any tension in the bottom of the feet. You're also releasing the ankles, the knees, the hips. You're doing it all in one beautiful motion. So this is kind of how I level it up sometimes, and I'll go into my variations from here. Okay, and then this one's a little bit hard on the feet, but I'm used to it now. I love the feeling of it. And I come all the way up, take a deep awareness breath. I could just stand on here for just such a nice release in the bottom of the feet, especially if you've been walking a lot or been on your feet a lot. It's just nice to release that tension. And then take a step off, take another deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, notice the difference. Notice how light your hips feel. This is my go-to. Anytime I need it, I do it a few times a day, actually. I'll get into my figure eights. If you can reach and grab something that's about shoulder height and do your figure eights, it feels even better. Use this whenever you need it. It's amazing. Every day. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you.